What's next?
Making another project. Oh, I bet this is another project we're going to be doing. Our MP3 Bluetooth amplifier circuit. I'll turn it off for now. I can turn it off, yep. But that's the next project, our Bluetooth MP3 box, I suppose, loudspeaker box. But this is a mini project of the bigger one that you've seen in the last video, which we've still got to finish off at some point. But there's the inspiration that came from the original one you made, which I think is great. All the little details on it, even a steering wheel. We made that one a shared hacker. But this is the mini one I'm developing for the younger viewers. And I'm going to show you just in assembly version at the moment. It's not finished. But this would be for somebody that's possibly between maybe 10 and 12 years old, possibly 13 if you're not so skilled, with a little bit of supervision, a bit of help from an adult perhaps. But I'm just going to take it apart so you can see the various elements of it, or components. I haven't got enough wheels. I just got to buy some more wheels. And we've made a little shed hacker sign, which you're going to make another one on your laser cutter, aren't you, Jake?
Yeah.
But this is the various parts, and you can see if you pan down, I've even used the part from the wheel we cut out from there to cover the inside. So it's made in, it's identical, it's symmetrical. There's the chassis part, and there are the various parts. Okay, so you can see it all going together. There's the bumper. So it starts off in effect like that. These are the same, obviously. And then the chassis goes on there. That goes in there. The roof goes on there neatly. The bumper part or bonnet part goes in there. That's the tailgate. That's the cover for the inside wheel there. That goes there. And then we have, I think these are optional, but these are going to be the axle supports for the rod to hold the wheels on. That goes on there, all neatly made. Has to be precisely made. And I've developed this for those that are a little bit more advanced from the basic car that maybe a 10 or an 11-year-old may be making from the previous videos from maybe a year ago or so. But a little bit of detail there I've got. So this is the unglued version, if you like. And the axle will go through there, and another hole for the axle to go through there. And we can personalise each one, can't we, with some detail. So that's it without any glue on it. That's been cut out and then filed out to make it look a little bit more square. And that's cut out with a Forstner bit. A very basic design, so 2 times that. The thickness of the timber is only about 12mm for the sides. But the chassis part, that part there, Jake, if you can just get in, that's about 20mm. Okay, I think it's a great little project. As I say, inspiration came from your project and the video that we've still got to do another one for, which is on Shed Hacks. And again, I'll get more inspiration from other things you're making, like this digger.
Oh yeah.
That you're halfway through at the moment. Okay, so this is the intro. Come back to you with it all glued together, perhaps in a few days' time.
Nice. How did you make that?
Oh, hi Jake. Yeah, no, the project's finished now, so a little bit of a summary. How did I make it? Well, 2 identical sides here. I think I showed you the design in the last intro clip. So the sides are made the same, the first part, and then we have a chassis, big chunk of wood there. I think it's 20 thick and about 200 long. I cut out then the 2 sides together. I glued them together with a bit of double-sided tape, and in the vise I cut out the holes for the wheels. The axles have been put in place, of course. They've been drilled through the chassis underneath. That was a 6mm hole. I put my logos on, a little bit of overrider work here, detailing. I cut the hole out for that using a Forstner bit here. If it's a youngster, anyone perhaps younger than 14, they'll need supervision, or perhaps the adult could do that. And then I used a file to file that part there, get it square, sort of square and straight. That's quite effective. And you could start off with the rasp even, which is a rougher type of file. And And then I gradually built up the bonnet and the boot and the parts for the covering of the hole inside, which I used a piece of wood removed from there. Anything else, Jake? Bumper, quite carefully cut out. Okay, I think it's gone well. I think it's for somebody from maybe 10 to 13 years old, maybe 14 if they're not quite got the skill. What did I put in? I put some little washers in there. Can you see the little washers? There?
Yeah.
Yeah, little washer there. Stop it spinning. It's a shed hack vehicle. I think it's quite nice. And of course, look, it's similar to yours, and it's similar to the other one I've still got to put another clip on YouTube for, which is the bigger version of that. So this is the junior version, but inspiration came from your truck there. The wheels are ready made. They're about 30p each. And a wooden piece of dowel used for the axle. So that's the vehicle. Range of tools, the block plane, the files and the rasp, force and a bit. Coping saw, tenon saw, handheld power drill, and of course a tri-square for equipment and more equipment, sandpaper, obviously a sharp pencil, decent ruler and a bench hook. That's all equipment. And of course, if you've got one, a woodworking vise. But I think that's the summary of it all. I like the project. I think it's a great one for the youngsters to learn new skills from, and I think you've enjoyed watching me make it, haven't you, Jake?
Yeah.
As I enjoyed watching you making your one. Okay, and maybe in a few days' time we'll look at your digger and perhaps in more completed version. Okay, shed hackers, hope that's good and I hope you've enjoyed the video.